Hey everyone, and welcome back to Commander Cookout on YouTube. Top 5 in 5. This time, my list of what Commander Cookout wants to see as we move ahead into 2022.
Don't forget, in 2022, you head on over to FusionGamingOnline.com. We've got a special little deal for some Patreon supporters, so if you want in on that, head on over to the Patreon page. For everybody else, CCO Fusion 5 will get you 5% off all your stuff in 2022.
First up, honorable mention. Green can take a hike.
Green can piss all the way right off.
It's just up a rope. We're done with you. Stop being so good. We've had enough of your crap, Green.
Number 5.
We want to see more continuity between showcase frames when we go back to different planes, specifically when we go to Baldur's Gate for the next Commander set. I want to see more rules cards. I want to see more module cards so that the people who are building the monster manual can just keep that going.
Yes, the Monster Manual is probably the most important one of these, especially because we know we're going back to Dungeons and Dragons land. But when we go back to Zendikar land, or when we go back to anywhere else we've had showcase frames, give us the same stuff so we can continue to make it congruent.
Yeah, so our collections, they look cohesive.
Number 4.
Number 4 is I want to see the return of the grandiose epic story. Like when every set was the next chapter in the Gatewatch fight against Bolas. I want to see in the next couple of sets, I want to see the things set up so the Phyrexians are coming back.
I got this.
What?
We're going to Brothers Warland, back to Dominaria like a million years ago. Urza, Mishra, the war, the whole thing. Wow. We know we're doing that already. Give us a rehashing with modern design elements, principles, storytelling, world building. Give us going to Marcadia and Wrath, and then the invasion story arc. Give us that again, hey?
You know who lived on Wrath? The Sliver Queen.
Number 3.
I want a new art for Sol Ring.
Well, we have new arts for Sol Ring.
A new, widely available art for Sol Ring.
Oh, in the precon.
Yeah, you buy a precon deck, you get a different Sol Ring. I think we've all got 20 or 30 of this one. Some of the other new arts are much more scarce. I would like to see them just revamp it, just like they did with Commander Sphere.
Yeah, you know what would be really cool is, the original art for Sol Ring.
Fiery ring.
Yeah, give us a rehashing of that art, but modernize it, right? Give us the hyper realism that modern Magic design kind of uses, but give us a flaming ring, right? Or give us anything else that is Sol Ring when you've seen Sol Ring altars or proxies, or just give us anything and make it widely available, I guess is what you're saying.
And it adds collectability to every year's Commander product. If you decide to do it every year, it gives you the thing for the enfranchised players like us. And you get something different in your deck.
How are they going to make money off Commander collection?
I want to see them do more crazy crap with the lands. Like, we got Gulf holes, and we got space planets. I want close-up of hair follicles on people's heads.
If it's a close-up of a hair follicle on somebody's ass, that's a swamp ass.
But I want to see them I want race cars, and light bulbs, and bugs. I want all sorts of craziness on my lands.
Real places, right? Like the APAC, like the Asia-Pacific lands, and the European lands.
Let's go to the Great Wall of China, or the Mount Fuji, or the Grand Canyon.
Give us some like Brazilian, South American stuff. Give us some very northern stuff.
You can go wherever you want, because no matter how wacky and insane and kooky your land does, if people don't like it, they don't have to play with it, because basic land is basically free, and you can just ignore that it exists and trade it to people that like it.
Or just play your regular old border basics from Mercadian Masks. Okay, and the number one thing that I think we both agree, and you're going to like this, the number one thing we want to see in 2022 and beyond.
I want to see them level up the showcases. I want cards that glow in the dark. I want holograms. I want things where if you shine like a blue light on them, the picture changes. If you can figure out how to make them smell. Something to make the card more collectible outside the game, so you can show your friends that maybe don't play Magic, like, look at this cool thing that I got. And you put them all together and they make a panorama. And then you shine a light on it, and it changes the whole picture as like a face or whatever.
Like, you make a 9-card panorama on a binder page, like somebody you know does, but you shine a black light on it, and it's a different picture, right? It's like that's some Da Vinci Code stuff, like the code underneath or something.
That would be so neat.
And they're venturing into that already with those backwards Viscera Seers, 1 of 100 or whatever, and they're super valuable. Sports cards have done it by like cutting up jerseys or like game used stuff.
Yeah.
right? And maybe that's where we go, but we don't have to, and you can still make things desirable. Textures and holograms. Like, who played with Pogs and you had a hologram slammer, right?
Oh, yeah.
And you know that 90s kids have money now, Watsy, so give us what we want.
Maybe someday we could cut up a CCO shirt and put little swatches of it on the cards when we send them out as thank you gifts.
Okay, and if you want a CCO t-shirt swatch thank you gift, you head on over to patreon.com/CCO Podcast. Become a CCO National. You can help us make these kinds of lists and discuss them in our Discord. Big thanks to FusionGamingOnline.com, your source for all of your gaming needs in 2022 and beyond. CCO Fusion 5 promo code if you want to get a discount on some of that stuff. You can see our biggest Patreon supporters right now, along with our totally medium editor.